How to know if someone is manipulating you. And can I add what I think is behind this question as I was looking up these questions? A lot of these questions that have been asked that I was looking at are revolving around like a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship or just relationships in general. And I think people want to know, is what I'm experiencing in this relationship manipulation? Am I being manipulated? And I think that's where the heart of the question is.
I would say the easiest way to know if you're being manipulated is by you becoming more and more and more open and honest with your boyfriend or with your girlfriend in the relationship. Openness and honesty will tell you where there are areas of manipulation. Most of the time, manipulation is allowed to take place because we are in the dark, because we are remaining for safety, for security, for not wanting to rock the boat, especially if we're early in developing this relationship. We will leave things in the dark in that relationship. But if you can get really good at quickly shining a light, quickly identifying, quickly becoming open about things that maybe you wouldn't in the past have pointed out to the person you're in relationship with. Maybe you wouldn't have asked follow-up questions on certain things. Maybe you wouldn't have done certain actions, but if you think that manipulation may be taking place, it would prove well for you to start shining lights on different areas of that relationship. And you don't have to do it in a jealous, also manipulative, also insecure way. You can do it in the most secure way where you're just asking questions, follow-up questions. You're just wanting to have more information. There will be a time when the well runs out if you're being manipulated.
Yes.
There will be a time where that person won't be able to answer your questions anymore, or will have to be honest with you.
Or they'll get angry with you.
Or they'll get angry, and that's a telltale sign that you are being manipulated. Is that if that person runs out of information to give to you, they're not able to keep the story going, and they get angry, which no one should get angry at communication. If anyone has anger in their communication, they are manipulating in some way. In some way.
Because they're trying to fear you into just doing what they want.
Exactly. Whenever I get angry at you in our relationship, in our communication, it is a manipulation tool. I am trying to manipulate you through my anger to get you to be afraid and do what I want or listen to what I have to say. So yeah, that's a great way to identify. Ask a lot of questions, shine lights on different areas of your relationship. And if anger is presented to you, you know that there is manipulation that exists. Maybe there wasn't purposeful manipulation. Maybe they didn't set out to manipulate you in the relationship. And maybe you can discover that through more questions, and just to not be that person that is just downing the other person in the relationship and just expecting or promoting that malice exists in a lot of relationships. Maybe that person really does care for you and they don't know how to communicate properly, or they don't know how to act in a way that gets their desired result without manipulation, because maybe they grew up needing to manipulate their parents or their siblings to get by, to get through, to get what they needed on a daily basis. So now they're bringing that into their dating relationships.
I'm so glad that you said that, because that's true for a lot of people. Even if it's not a severe way of manipulating, I think a lot of us, I know myself, have learned ways to manipulate and didn't realize it till I was in a close enough relationship, like a marriage relationship, to realize, why do I keep coming up with these issues? And it's because I was trying to manipulate you without realizing it. It like took me reading.
We all do it.
It took me reading a book to realize, oh, I'm afraid of certain things that you wanted to do or were doing. And I was afraid of certain things. And so I was trying to manipulate you and I didn't know it. So I put that out there to say you could be manipulating, or that person that you love and care about could be trying to manipulate you without being malicious. And you asking those questions and being as open as possible, hopefully will make them aware, and then they can start a better habit too, being more open and honest with you and not manipulating.
Yeah. It exists in every relationship. It's normal too. That's why I'm just trying to give some of the other side, because there's not going to be a relationship where you or the other person don't manipulate each other. We do that in life. We're taught that as kids. How can I manipulate this other kid to give me that toy?
I think the important part is that once you're open and honest, as much as you can be, to see that person's reaction. If they are willing to work through the issue with you and grow in that area, that's a major plus, because then you actually are going to grow closer and you're going to get on the same page. And that relationship is going to flourish if you can work through each issue like that, or you can realize when you're manipulating each other. That's higher level communicating and relating.